Hey guys, what's going on? It's tmrw King Clutcher. Today guys, we're back. Today guys, we're going to be talking about my opinions on all these NBA super teams. Now guys, I'm not, I was going to do a 2K video over this and everything and have some gameplay to show you guys, but I can't because literally our internet's jack. I'm going literally to McDonald's to upload a lot of my vlogs lately because the internet's been so bad. And I just got my computer and I can't even use it because our internet's so bad. It's ridiculous. It's taking 43 minutes to download something that's like 40 megabytes, which I don't know why it's been so bad. The past month it's been completely awful, but like this, it's to the point where I can't use it. So I can't hardly even upload the videos, so that's why I'm having to make these videos on my phone. I still want to have content for you guys, but this is actually something I know someone about and can talk to you guys about. So guys, my opinion on all these NBA super teams. You guys know, as of right now, the Warriors are a super team. I kind of consider the Cavs a super team. Then same thing with the Rockets are kind of now. With the Warriors, I think it's okay because they drafted Steph, they drafted Clay, they drafted Draymond, they got KD obviously, but they drafted 3 other players. They weren't traded, they weren't signed, they weren't all this and that. You know what I mean? They didn't like that. I mean, I don't really care about the super teams, honestly. But guys, like with the Rockets, right now I don't consider them a super team with Chris Paul and James Harden. And then there was something about Carmelo might go there. If Carmelo goes there, definitely I'd consider that a super team. If you have those three on the team, I'd definitely consider that a super team. And then there was something about Gordon Hayward and Paul George possibly going to the Celtics, then I'd definitely consider that a super team if they hung on to Isaiah Thomas. Because if you had Paul George and Isaiah Thomas and Gordon Hayward all in the same squad, that'd be a scary team. And then, obviously, I consider, honestly, if those trades were to happen, if Carmelo were to go to the Rockets, if Paul George and Gordon Hayward were to go to the Celtics, I'd consider the power teams, the Celtics, the Cavs, the Warriors, what else? So the Celtics, the Cavs, the Warriors, and the Rockets. And then, honestly, maybe if the Thunder signed Blake Griffin or Rudy Gay or something like that, I don't know, I wouldn't consider that as much of a super team. But, like, then, guys, the more you think about it, the super team, the whole super team idea, I don't really know. You can say it was brought in by whoever. You can say it was brought in by LeBron. You can say KD did it bad. You can say whoever. I don't really care, guys. I don't care who you guys think. I don't really care. I don't really have an opinion on who created the super team. I don't really care who. I don't really care who created, oh, there's super teams, this and that. Okay, this person's doing a super team. I don't care where it came from. I feel like it's bad for the league as a whole. Honestly, I feel like it is not a good thing for the league. Because say Carmelo goes to the Rockets, say Gordon Hayward and Paul George goes to the Celtics. You have 2 power teams in the East between the Celtics and the Cavs. You have 2 power teams in the West between the Rockets and the Warriors. That completely kind of it's bad for the NBA. Because then you'll have people wanting to get tickets for those 4 teams. You'll have people wanting to get season tickets, wanting to buy these jerseys, which is great for those teams. That's great for those 4 teams. But then the other 26 teams in the league, their ticket sales are obviously going to go down. They're not going to sell nearly as many jerseys. They're not going to get nearly as many fan attendance. Obviously, when they play those super teams, there's going to be a ton of people wanting to go to the games. So, I mean, obviously, then they can highly increase the ticket prices. But it's like, I just feel like it's not very good for the league because that just screws the other teams over. Like, I saw the Hornets. They were listing season tickets, 41 games for $560. 40 games for $560. Of course, obviously, the seats probably weren't the best, but I mean, still, $560 for 41 games here, guys. I'll quickly divide that, tell you guys how much that is. Yeah, guys, that's about $13.61 per game. You're paying $13.61 for 1 ticket for 1 game. I mean, obviously, the prices will be higher for certain tickets, for certain seats, but it's like, that's insane. Like, that's a really good deal for what the tickets are, but it's like, that kind of kills. If you're giving someone 1 seat for 41 games for $500, that's not a lot of money. And compared to, obviously, what the Warriors and the other super teams, like the Cavs, I mean, I'm not considering all of them a super team. It's just if those trades were to happen, like, the more better off teams. Obviously, if the team's better, they're going to obviously pay more, but you're going to have to charge more to get into the games because you have to pay those players more and etc. But it's like, I kind of think it kills the league. It kills the atmosphere of the league because it's like, then everyone knows who's going to be in the finals. You know what I'm saying? It's really no question. Everyone knows. And then it's like, then you get these teams running around trying to get these free agents, sign this person, sign 3 different people. I prefer it like how the Warriors did it, where they drafted people, and those people worked, and then they got to the level that they're at. They obviously weren't that good when they came into the league, but as they progressed and got better, they became better. I'm not like a huge Warriors fan. I really, like, the only team I really actually do really like is the Thunder. You guys are my favorite player. It's also Westbrook. I really did like KD. I still really do like KD. I'm just kind of, obviously upset that he left. 4th of July is coming up, and that's one of the most depressing days for me because that was the day he left last year. I just really don't think the super team, the whole aspect, is good for the league just because I like it better when there's literally like, I'd like it if there was literally one all-star per team. And you let it go out that way, because then it makes it more interesting. Then you know who the best player in the league is, and honestly, guys, in my opinion, it's LeBron. You can argue whatever you want, but I feel like no matter what team LeBron goes to, he automatically makes them a conference finals contender in the conference finals, or the finals contender, depending on who else is all in the league if there's another stacked team. But I feel like he really does make a team a finals contender, no matter what team he gets put on. So that's why I feel like LeBron is honestly the best player in the league. He's the one person that can go with any 4 other people, and I'd say get them close to the finals. Get them close to the finals. But like, I'd almost like it if, I understand you obviously want to play with better people because then your chance of winning a ring is better and all that kind of stuff. I mean, obviously, I'm not an NBA player. I'm just telling you guys my opinion. I really don't like the whole idea of the super team. I agree, it's extremely fun to watch. I love watching it, but it kind of kills the other team's markets. That's the only reason. Like, I feel like it's kind of bad for the other 26 teams, or how many other teams aren't considered a super team with a ton of all-stars. But, I mean, it happens. It's in sports, so, I mean, you can't really do anything about it. It's, like, similar to, like, the NFL isn't as bad, I wouldn't say. Like, I mean, obviously, like, that's one thing about Tom Brady. He'll bring all these white scrub people in, the receivers like Edelman. They'll be nobodies, and then he'll take them to the championship. That's kind of what LeBron would do. He'd take all these scrubs and bring them to the top, which, I mean, is great. I like that because that actually shows improvement in the leadership skills and everything like that. But I just really don't think, like, if Carmelo goes to the Rockets, as I said this in a vlog for like a few minutes, the West would be so power heavy. The only all-stars really that they'll have is Kyrie. If Kevin Love stays, you'd have Kyrie, LeBron, Kevin Love, John Wall, Antetokounmpo, Paul George, and then you'd have Isaiah Thomas. And that's all I can think of really off the top of my head, but that's really all you would have. You'd have those 6 guys. And you'd have a few players on the Raptors, if I'm forgetting anyone. Because Jimmy Butler went to the Timberwolves. Like, they should be good in a few years if everyone stays healthy, plays well, and Karl-Anthony Towns plays well. Then they should be all right. But, guys, I just really... The super team, again, guys, I really don't like it, but it's honestly really fun to watch. I just feel like, you know, it kind of kills, for the other teams, it kills their jersey sales, kills everything else, because, you know, obviously everyone's going to want a jersey of, like, a winning team, because you're obviously going to want a Steph jersey, KD, Draymond, James Harden, Carmelo, Chris Paul. Like, I mean, I don't know what Blake's going to do. The Clippers are honestly kind of, I don't know what's going to happen. Like, I feel bad for DeAndre Jordan. He signed a contract, and he was kind of, I feel like, hoping Chris Paul and, I don't know what Blake Griffin's going to do, but if they'd stay, but I'm pretty sure, obviously, Chris Paul's not staying anymore. But I feel like he wants to win a ring, but really, I think if the Rockets need someone else, they need to pick up somebody else, like Paul George, Gordon Hayward, or Carmelo, somebody else that they could pick up, because if, with just Chris Paul and James Harden, I feel like they don't stand a chance against the Warriors. Honestly, they need another wing to guard KD, because he'll just run all over them. That's against the Rockets, but the Rockets do have some great three-pointers, but I just feel like they need to get one more All-Star if they want to compete with the Warriors and KD. So guys, the Spurs have also been always very consistent. I really don't like the whole super team. Like, I don't like it. It's just bad for the market, in my opinion. But I mean, it's fun to watch. It's great basketball. It's good entertainment. I don't know, guys. But anyways, guys, it's the Mad Mobile King Clutch here. Hopefully you guys enjoy this little super team talk. It was just me, in my opinion, on the whole super team thing. I honestly hope there's some more insane off-season trades like that Chris Paul trade. But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day, and peace out, guys. Thanks.